welcome to Ram Stadium here in Dewsbury for round 6 of the Kingston Press Championship. It's the Dewsbury Rams against the Featherstone Rovers. Quick rundown of the team news for you first of all, starting with the Rams. A number of changes from the team that won last time out at Newcastle, or against Newcastle in the Challenge Cup. First of those changes at full-back is coming back in is number 31, Kieran Hyde. In the three quarters, number 2, Dale Morton. Well known to Rovers after last year, number 15 is Jason Crooks. Number 4, Shane Grady. And number 18 is Dalton Grant. In half-back pairing this afternoon, completely different to last time out. Number 6 is Matt Wildey. And number 7, in for Tom Hemingway, comes Anthony Thackeray. In the front row for the Rams, number 17 is Matthew Haggerty, alongside number 10, Ryan Hepworth. And in between those two, number 23 is Tom Hemingway. In the second row, number 11 is Rob Spicer, and number 12 is Scott Hale. And the loose forward is number 13, switching back from stand-off to loose forward after last week is Aaron Brown. On the bench for the Rams this evening, number 9 is Wayne Godwin, number 33 is Paul Jackson, number 16 is Toby Adamson, and number 32 is Michael Azu. One change from Rovers from last time out at Whitehaven sees Ian Hardman come in for Kyron Johnson, and Jai Hitchcock switching to full-back and Will Sharp back out to the wing. So at full-back is the number 21, Jai Hitchcock. The three quarters this evening for Rovers, number 5 is Ben Blackmore, number 1 is Ian Hardman, number 3 is Nathan Chappell, and number 2 is Will Sykes. Half-back pairing is number 6 is Paul Sykes, and number 7 is Remy Marginet. In the front row for Rovers, number 8 is Jordan Baldwinson, and number 10 is Andy Bostock. And in between those two is number 14, Sam Irwin. In the second row for Rovers, number 18 is Jamie Cording, and number 19 is Alex Foster. And the loose forward, number 13, Tim Spears, the captain. On the bench for Rovers, number 28, Will Milner, number 10 is Paul Wood, number 17, Matt James, and number 27 is Jack Ormonroyd. As Tim Spears leads the Rovers out in their away kit this evening, today's match referee is Warren Turley. Joe, your thoughts on tonight's match, please?
Well, if it's anything like last year's, then this one's going to be a belter. Last time we were here at the Tetley Stadium, of course, only going down by a single point. I think it was a scoreless first half that day, opening the previous season. Now as the Rams come out onto the field, and I'm sure we'll have another tight encounter here today. The Rams unbeaten at home so far this season. Rovers will be hoping to change that now. We will be the stiffest opposition they'll come up as of yet. Both teams won last week. Both teams will be hoping to carry on that form.
They certainly will, and a massive match this week tonight in terms of the league table as well. Both teams tied on points, only points difference separating them. This will give the winner a big boost going into weeks ahead, and possibly an advantage as well.
Definitely will. There's a busy Easter period coming up, and you want to be going into that with a wind in your sails.
As Paul Sykes gets that game underway, it's bounces a couple of twice and it's taken by the Rams. It's Jason Crooks with that first drive. Jason Crooks will be looking to make an impression today after a spell with Rovers last season.
Yeah, definitely, and we've seen that this right flank is the side that Remy Marginet will be hiding out on, so that'll be an interesting battle there. Obviously very light on his feet, but Jason Crooks is a powerful runner. We'll see how he'll do against Remy, and how Remy can handle him.
Here are the Rams and centre field. That ball's moved on, and it's a big prop forward for the Rams. It's Ryan Hepworth on the 40. As Hemingway waits, and he'll get a kick in front dummy half. Straightforward enough for Hitchcock, who only knows one way to go, and that's forward. A good return, a good 20 metres made. But well met by two Rams players, one of which was Shane Grady, who a gasp of ooze to ring around us there, as Rovers just holding on to the ball. Here goes Will Sharp from that's in half-back now. Rovers with two players in, acting half though. Here goes Blackmore. That's a good run from Blackmore. Gets Rovers into the into the Rams half, up to the 40. Irwin now moves the ball out left to Sykes. Through the hands it goes. Rovers working well down that left-hand side now. It's Cordy who plays the ball. Ball back inside. Here's a high kick from Sykes. An early test for the Rams. Well taken, is it? No, it's not. It's dropped. What's the referee saying? It's given a penalty for I think, for offside. Either offside or tackle in the air. Tackled off the ball. But a good attacking set for Rovers, pinning the Rams back. What a disappointing way to end it, Joe.
Definitely a good attacking set and a good kick into the air from Paul Sykes. He had his most impressive game from watching it on the DVD last week. Good with a boot, and he certainly was there. Disappointing really that we hold a man back off the kick when he's not in possession of the ball. Not the way you want to end the set. We could have pinned them back in their own 10 instead. Now they're entering our half. As Fackley works his way, he's free there, but good covering defence there from the Rovers.
Dewsbury Ramsden just short of the Rovers 20 then, move it out to the right hand side. Shows the dummy and he takes down that line himself. It's Kieran Hyde, the full-back, into the Rovers 10. And it's a knock-on is given. So the Rams turn over possession in what was a good attacking position. And that'll be disappointing for the Rams, but a less off for the Rovers.
Indeed, both sides finishing their sets in a manner they wouldn't wish to, that's for sure. Getting up to the opposition 10 easily enough, so this is certain to be an end-to-end game if these first few exchanges are anything to go by. But yeah, neither of them ending their sets well. That's the most important thing at this level.
It is, and Ryan Hepworth causing some problems early doors with some good running into the Rovers line. Let's see how Rovers working out from their own 20 now. The ball's worked out to this right-hand side. An interesting play from Rovers. Andy Bostock starting, Joe. Is normally used as an impact player, but the last 2 weeks starting in the starting 13. And there is one of those trademark offloads to Sam Irwin. How big a boost will it be for Bostock to be in that starting lineup?
Well, definitely a big boost for Bozzy there as Aikes plays the inside ball to Hitchcock. He works it free to Marginet. Marginet's unable to find a way through. But definitely Bostock made a real impact in the early stages of last week's game, and he's been rewarded with a start here today. It's definitely an impact player. He's going to cause problems. Perhaps not got the work rate. Here's Irwin works his way free. On the 5th, Sykes works it out, but no, it's forward out to Sharp. Sharp could well have been in there. Perhaps opt for the grubber into the corner instead, but tries to pass it on the run, and it comes out too early, I'm afraid. Yeah, Bostock could cause some real trouble, and when he's accompanied by Baldwinson there in the middle, he more than makes up for the lack of work rate.
Certainly does. A great opportunity it was for Rovers, the first real chance they've had, but the pass only went forward about 15 metres. It ended about 15 metres forward of where it was. It's the Rams in possession now in their own 20. They will look to work out now from that own 20 metre area. Try and build some possession again. Both sides making it from one end of the field to the other at the moment. As here's Tom Hemingway, plays the ball to Matty Wilde, through the hands of Thackeray it goes. Both sides giving up, both yards taking it to the opposition, and that's a good kick from Maxine Hart centre field. It's going to be too deep. That's going to run dead in goal, it does. That's going to be a Rovers restart on the 20. The referee has said that a Rovers player got a hand to it, and he's going to give a dropout. Joe looks very bemused at me at that one. But the referee is saying that a Rovers player got a hand to the ball and is given a dropout by Rovers. So the Rams will get another set.
To be fair, it's not the kind of decision that he's going to get wrong there. He must have seen something, but from here I certainly didn't see that. And you can only hear something, so it must have been the lightest of touches, but yeah, it's likely that one will have been right there as the dropout comes, and the Rams will be starting on the 30. Crooks here works the ball inside. He's got them into the centre of the field, 25 metres out. Still not gone to the ground, Jason Crooks, but finally the Rovers players complete the tackle. Now they're working the ball out to the left, and here they are then, second tackle, just over 10 metres out. This is dangerous, Ben.
Certainly it's Joe, centre field then, Rovers. Moving the Rams, sorry, move the ball out to the right. A stumble and the over the arc. It's going to be the first points of the evening for the Rams after 6 minutes here at Rams Stadium. It's Scott Hale who went over. So first blood to the Dewsbury Rams. It was a beautiful passing move out to that right hand side. Scott Hale able to dance round the players, dance round the Rovers defence and get over. It did stumble short of the line, but able to drop over the line. Dewsbury Rams 4, Featherstone Rovers 0. We've got 6 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, good play there from the Rams. They worked the ball out wide, and then simple as drawing your man and putting Hale there on the outside. He goes over for the try. Lightest of touches there to give the drop out, but it's proved costly. We've come under pressure there and we've been unable to hold them out. We've had such an impressive defence so far this season, but wasn't as effective on that occasion. Now, like we say, it's all about how you respond from that goal. It's got to be a deep kick-off here and a good chase, and from a Rams point of view, it's about how you follow up that try, because they're underdogs going into this game. If they can pull out an early lead, though, anything's possible.
Anything is possible. I agree with that one. It's going to be the Rovers to restart. A perfect start for the Rams after 6 minutes to get that try over, to get that try converted. So it will be Paul Sykes who will restart this match. And there's the deep dropout, deep kickoff. Sorry, bounces once. It's taken by Crooks who returns it. But that's a good chase by Hardman in the tackle. Able to push Jason Crooks back another couple of yards, along with Alex Foster. And here the Rams now. Rovers need a good defensive set. With no penalties, Ben Blackmore. It was an offload from the Rams to nobody. Ben Blackmore able to pick it up, and Rovers have a great attacking chance now. Erwin Waits attacks in half-back now. Here goes Bostock on the charge. It's Andy Bostock for Rovers. Rovers hit back straight away from the Dewsbury mistake. 8.5 minutes on the clock. The Rovers kickoff was taken by Crooks. A couple of passes later, an offload to nobody. Ben Blackmore pounced on. The ball finds its way to Andy Bostock, and you're not going to stop Andy Bostock. 5 yards out. Joe, a perfect response. Dewsbury 6, Featherstone Rovers 4.
Definitely was. You've got to pay huge credit to Alex Foster and Ian Hardman there on the chase from the kickoff. Put the Rams under pressure from the first tackle, and that pressure told later on in the set what he was thinking, throwing the ball out like that with tackles in the bag. I've got no idea, but came up, jumped for the Rovers. They brought the ball inside, and Bozzy works his way free there with a spin and reaches over. Yeah, you've got that kind of aggression going forward early in the game, and it's not the kind of opposition you want to be coming up against. You want to settle yourself into it, but scores all level now. It's game on.
Game on indeed. Dewsbury Rams 6, Featherstone Rovers 6 as Paul Sykes converts. So Rovers with the instant response. Andy Hay must be pleased with that after going behind to an arguably soft try for Rovers, Joe, to hit back in the manner that they have done straight away to pull the scores level. Andy Hay must be pleased.
Definitely. Once we had the ball, there was no doubt we were getting over that line. It was a very no-nonsense approach now as Bozzy, the try scorer, brings the ball up, gets us onto that 10 from what was a good kickoff.
Here the Rovers and attacking down that left-hand side. Rovers looking strong in possession at the moment, trying to work out from the 20. Irwin moves that ball inside. A scoop from Irwin, is tapped in half, it's a good 10 metres. It's well halted by the Rams defence, and a penalty is given. Not sure what that signal means, Joe, you'll be able to tell me.
Yeah, going back in there, and credit to Sam Irwin, he's got the ball away quick there on the scoot, and he's found his front, so he's able to spring up from the tackle. And the Rams have to go back in for something, otherwise we're making a breakthrough.
Here's Will Sharp then. Rovers back in the Rams 20. That's a good first drive. Spears has missed out. Sykes out to the back door. Through the hands it goes. That's well wrapped up, those. Nathan Chappell, I think it is. It's Hitchcock, sorry, my apologies. Marginet. Baldwinson, that's a good drive in. Gets Rovers to it just inside 10 metres. Through the hands it goes now. Marginet out to Sykes again. Takes on the line this time. Is well wrapped up on this occasion. Rovers 5 metres short of the Rams line now. Go down the short side. And Chapeau manages just to stay in the field of play. Through the hands it goes. It's Marginet. He'll put a kick in the corner. Blackmore just couldn't take it in. That's a let off there for the Rams. Matty Wild, it was over on this corner. It was just over his head, and if Blackmore had taken that, Joe, he was in for a walk-in.
Yeah, definitely. It's a delicate little kick high into the corner from Marginet. Rams couldn't deal with it, but it's equally a difficult one to take for Ben Blackmore. Perhaps he'll come up trumps for him next time, though.
Here are the Rams again then, trying to work out from their own 20. But Rovers' defence is tigerish at the minute. The tails are up after the try. Through the hands it goes to the Rams, and they're just short of the 40 now. Centre field. Hemingway waits. And there's an early kick. It's a deep kick, but it's centre field. Easy enough for Hitchcock, and here comes that return. Hitchcock's with another good return. I thought for a minute the ball would come loose, but it hasn't. Here's Will Sharp now. Both players, Joe, both Hitchcock's and Sharp, and you get Hitchcock's return the ball so well. Will Sharp in at half at making the yard further forward again. It's a lethal back three we've got with Sharps, Hitchcock's and Blackmore.
Yeah, it really is, and it does some fantastic work in taking the workload away from the forwards, gaining these yards. There's Blackmore to make sure he's worth. There, Remy Marginet working it out wide. Chappell's got the ball now. He's unable to get it free, but still not tackled, is the Ram. It's been stolen. Oh, here's the Rams come away with the ball now.
That won't be pleased, Andy Hay. The ball stolen one-on-one of Nathan Chappell. Rovers good defence though, pushing the Rams back now. 3 or 4 men in the tackle. The penalty is given. Rovers discipline, letting them down on that occasion. The Rams will get a relieving penalty here, and that's going to disappoint the coach, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. We've been very effective so far in slowing up this play, making sure we work off, we peel away one by one, so as to get our line set and make sure we're in the right structure to be able to defend against these Rams attacks. And they're going the full width of the field, bringing it out here to Crooks. He beats off Marginet, but he's tackled well by the covering Hardman and Foster. But yeah, we were asking a little too much there, so I'll give away the penalty.
Here are the Rams then. Hemingway, that's in half back. They're just outside the Rovers 20. Through the hands of goals, Thackeray moves that ball out wide. It's Kieran Hyde at fullback, chiming into that line. The Rams then 15 metres away, 10 metres in from the right-hand touchline. Thackeray shows it once, moves that ball inside again. It's Paul Jackson. Thackeray with the inside pass, and there's the offload, so nobody's alert to it, but Thackeray's away. And once again, what could only be described as a soft try. It was an offload from Jackson to Thackeray. Paul Thackeray looked to have nowhere to go, but able just to step away from the tackle. And once he stepped away from the tackle, he had a clear run for the line. Dewsbury take the lead again. 15 minutes gone. Dewsbury Rams 10. Featherstone Rovers 6.
Yeah. Whilst he's shocked in letting the offload get away, the final choice, very unfortunate. The ball bounces kindly for Thackeray, and he's able to leave Sam Irwin standing. Skips through, and obviously the defence isn't set with the offload and no one there to cover, unfortunately. Now Rams have taken the lead and they've got a chance to extend it here. think this game could continue to be very much nip and tuck. We're only quarter of an hour in now. 3 scores on the board already.
Certainly an end-to-end game, exciting game. Rovers disciplined though, costing them on that occasion. Conceding the penalty and had the Rams just where they wanted them. Concede the penalty, and then throughout that set from the penalty, the Rams go over.
Yeah, and in tonight's game, you've got to factor in the fact that it is an evening game. You know, perhaps in a close game against a team like the Rams, we'd expect the fitness of our side to tell in the second half, and that again is an advantage later on. But with it being an evening game, it's much cooler, and fitness is levelled more by that. So coming into those last few periods, the sides are likely to be just about as level then as they are now.
The try was converted by Hemingway, so the Rams take another 6-point lead. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 6. And how Rovers would love to do again, the Rams to do again what they did after the first try. Although I can't see that one happening. Here's Paul Sykes with the kick-off then. He's put it back where the first one went. That's taken on the full though, and the pass inside this time. Here's Paul Jackson. Surely the message has got out to the Rams after this try. Complete your set, and Rovers, again the discipline, conceding a penalty on the first tackle, Joe. A relieving penalty, and Rovers need to do something about this discipline.
Definitely, I'm not sure what we're playing at there. We've got a good chase from the kick. We've got him pinned on the 10 again like we did on our last return from their try. This time the pressure told on us instead. Bit of fancy play on your first tackle there from the Rams as they take it in. It's Jackson with the ball, he drives it. Now Rovers, you've got to peel away. Can't be holding that long, and the ref doesn't give a penalty this time, but definitely being kind to us on that occasion as Cooks takes it in down this left side once more. They're making good yards with the ball. Ball thrown out there, and the referee's seen that's clearly a knock on. Yeah, Jason Cooks, I think he was trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the officials there, but they've seen it. They've seen it's not hands in the tackle, and so we get the ball with a scrum here on our 30. What can we do with it?
I thought for a minute that was a controversial one. It looked like Crooks had just maybe passed the ball off the floor, but I think Dash Joe says he was trying to disguise his mistake. Rovers have the ball now. What can Rovers do? Once again turning possession over. It's a free play for the Rams, and Will Sharp hacks that ball dead. What are Featherstone Rovers doing at the moment? There's just no composure, Joe, and at the moment the Rams are well on top.
Yeah, we've got our backs against the ropes a bit here, but it takes a bit of a character's performance here. It's got to take, a big shot on one of these upcoming sets, because we're looking a bit rattled, to be honest. The ball's going out wide and we're not quite sure what to do. Just complete your sets, lads. First tackle from a scrum. What are we playing at in our own 30?
Giving the Rams possession. Here's Paul Jackson. Now the Rams are back in the Rovers 20 with what's an excellent opportunity to get a 2-score lead here. Hemingway from the base of the scrum moves that ball out wide. Here's a drive in from second rower, Scott Hale. Rams on the Rovers 10 then, just to the right of the uprights. Here's Thackeray on the run around. That's it. What's the referee giving here? He's given a knock on. So another let off for Rovers. But a let off for Rovers. But Rovers, Joe, they're using the get out of jail free card, but they can't continue to do this. Eventually the Rams are going to take some of these chances.
Definitely, it's sticking up your jumper time now, lads. You've got to scrum on your own 10. You've got to completely set and work to a good kick.
20 minutes gone then here at Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 6. Rovers from the base of that scrum. Here's the second drive in this set. Here's Hardman with an offload to Blackmore. Blackmore's away down the wing. Blackmore's away. Has he got the pace? He doesn't have the pace, but that's a great tackle. And here are the Rovers now. Martinet finds Baldwinson. Rovers just need to keep your composure here now. What a field position as Paul Wood comes on. And it's with Rovers out on that far side now. Through the hands it comes. Here is Paul Wood. Takes on that Dewsbury Lambs line. Rovers 15 metres out. Irwin out to the left, Sykes. Cut out pass. It was a great effort from Chappell. The offload was onto the wing. The execution was poor. The ball's found touch. The chance goes. But Joe, what a break from Blackmore down this right hand side to get the position, and great defence from the Rams as well.
Yeah, definitely showed a clean pair of heels there, whipped away. Well, I mean, I didn't know he was that fast, Ben. He was almost as fast as he was when he scored those 2 tries for Batley against us. But yeah, got away and then smart enough to come away from the touchline. The ball's come loose there, but referee's not giving the rip, and Rovers have the ball now. They're bringing it out to the left. Paul Sykes, he works it out to Sharp. Sharp's coming in down the left here. He's doing it inside, but he's worked his way over in the corner. Will Sharp has produced another bit of magic here again for the Featherstone Rovers. Once in a blue moon, Will Sharp does something spectacular that looks impossible to any other winger in the division, if not in the country. That was one of those moments, Ben.
A superlative effort from Will Sharp down that wing. He looked almost impossible to score. And I have to admit, Joe, I thought for a minute he was going to pass the ball on the inside. But no, he has confidence in himself, in his own ability and strength to take the line on. And a superb finish in that corner. Rovers have a chance to pull level again. What a match we've got here. Only 22.5 minutes on the clock. We've already had 4 tries.
I know, I mean, we're watching the game from up here. We can see every player on the pitch. Well and truly, best view in the house, but even we bought that dummy from Will Sharp. Just spectacular play, mate. It's his quick changes of pace. He's able to slow down Jordan, man, and then nip away on them at the speed of light. Blimey. It's a tough kick, though, this for Paul Sykes to level the scores. It's a very important conversion. It's up in the air. It's a close one, this, but unsuccessful. So the Rams maintain the lead by 2 points. It's a slender one. Now it's about how we follow up that try.
Indeed it is, and as if just to make things worse, the Rams are making a change. Off the pitch for the Rams is coming Ryan Hepworth, and he's going to be replaced by Michael Yesu, and Joe, we know the damage he can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing damage to this Rovers side for about 50 years. I'm not sure how he's still walking, but he is, and he'll be so fast to handle. I mean, here we are, Jordan Baldwinson taking the ball in there. He's come against some tough opposition this year, Jordan Baldwinson, the young lad. He's come up against the likes of Fufu Moi, but Michael Yesu is quite a different prospect with that bald head of his. He runs it down, head down. It's a bit like the bigger Menziere running down the middle.
Here are Rovers then on the 40. A pass to nobody, so here Marginet, that play is lost. Rovers just need to keep the composure at the moment. They're in this game, in with a shout. It's the last tackle now, and it's a kick over the top by Sykes. That's going to be easy enough though for Kieran Hyde to take, and Joe, it's composure at the minute. Rovers have got in with a really big shout to winning this game if they just keep the heads and play sensible rugby league.
Definitely, we're making some good yardage when we're running up with the ball, and we're showing a bit of cutting edge when we're in the final third. So why are we not making sure in our own half that we're completing our sets and then sticking a bit of size 9 on it on last tackle? I'm not quite sure, Ben.
Irwin is down on his haunches, but he's back to his feet. Matt James is prowling the touchline at the moment, waiting to come on. So Rovers are going to make a change at the end of this defensive set. Defensive structures are in place at the minute, so they're not going to change anything right now. Here are the Rams. It's a dink over the top from Thackeray for the corner. Will Sharp has knocked it dead. It's come back in with the Rovers. Are they out? Are they out of the field of play? No, they're not. So for the second time this afternoon, Featherstone Rovers are going to have to drop out from underneath their own sticks. And Matt James is still prowling the touchline.
Yeah, now here we are with the dropout. Time's been called off. It's very important that we make sure we have a good chase on this dropout here, and we hold them out somewhere around that 30-metre line, because if we let them close again like we did after the previous dropout, they'll be over yet again.
So here's the Rams dropout. Just waiting for a ball. The ball is back now with Rovers. And this time Rovers have got more distance on the dropout, and it's found Kieran Hyde. Hyde steps away from one. Rovers just need to tighten up a little bit around the ruck. As Wayne Godwin comes on for the Rams, he's in place of Tom Hemingway. So a change at Acton half for the Rams, and we know the danger Wayne Godwin can do. So far, Dewsbury looking strong. They're up to the Rovers 20 again. They're just short of the Rovers 10. Godwin through the hands of Thackeray it goes. The Rams are working out to the right. It's a step back inside of the over. They're a metre short with Dale Morton. And then a penalty is given. Trying to take a quick one there at Rams, but not able to get over on that occasion. So there's the tap, and it's back with Thackeray. Michael Yezu on the charge. A real favourite wherever he's played. And a knock-on is given. So a great chance for the Rams goes begging Joe. A dropout, a mistake on the line, and then so Rams with 3 sets on the Rovers line, but not able to capitalise, and Matt James is still waiting to come on.
Yeah, definitely. We've really got away with it there. Now, calm it down a bit, lads. We've been up this end of the field far too long now. Need to play it down there end for a bit. Final 10 minutes of this half coming up, and we want one attacking. Oh, the ball's come loose, but he's awarded a penalty here to Fev. We're getting quite fortunate at the moment here.
I'm not so sure about that one, Joe, I have to say. But I'll take a penalty quite happily. It's Tim Spears who's come off, and Matt James is finally on. And a relieving penalty for the Rovers. Good stint from Tim Spears, and now Matt James on can hopefully have a bit more firepower up front, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. 3 props on the field now, and there's one of them, Paul Wood. Great leg drive on this man. He's come in, and he's definitely not been a letdown like some Super League players who come in. They take the step down, and you think it's for a final pay packet. He's certainly not one of them now, as Irwin sends it out left. It's Cordy now on the ball. 30 metres out. 30 minutes gone, rather. 10 minutes to go. What can we do here? Bring it out to the right. Marginet swerves his way in there with a spin.
Featherstone Rovers then 25 metres out from the Dewsbury Rams line. Through the hands it goes. Hardman for Blackmore. Able to stay in somehow in the field of play. Shrugged Dale Moulton off like a fly, like he wasn't there. Outstanding from Blackmore. Hardman. But there's a mistake. Unfortunate there for Ben Blackmore. It was an outstanding effort to stay in the field of play, but the ball fumbled at the play of the ball, and another let off for the Rams.
I'm lost for words, really. Some of the mistakes we're making towards the ends of these tackle counts are unbelievable. We've done great to get the ball out there. Ben Blackmore, I'm sure he was going to get forced to touch me, but like a matador on this right flank. They're evading the defence. Now we've got to make sure we hold them back.
10 minutes left here in the first half at Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 10. The Rams in possession, just short of halfway. It's knocked on there. The tackle comes wide clean, and Ian Hardman picks it up on the 40. What a final 10 minutes we're in for in this first half. Here goes Baldwinson. What a match we're seeing here this afternoon. One of the games of the season so far. Marginet. Through the hands it goes, Sykes. Through the hands out to Will Sharp. Sharp does well to stay in the field of play as Baldwinson comes off. And on comes Jack Ormondroyd. So another change for Rovers. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy one there, but the referee happy enough. Rovers then, 5 metres in from touch on the 10-metre line. Will Sharp takes on that line himself, tries to spin away. That's the last tackle, 5 metres out. Irwin, Sykes takes on the line. It's Paul Sykes. Paul Sykes, who backed himself, took the ball from first receiver. He feinted to pass the ball out wide, took the line on himself, and the seas parted. Announced at the stadium as Remy Martinet. I'm pretty sure it was Paul Sykes from here. But what an effort it was from the first receiver to go through the gap. And Rovers, for the first time this evening, have the lead. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 14.
Fantastic there from Sykes. Like we said, for me, he had his best game last week, taking the ball up to the line before making the pass, making sure he drew the defence. The defence didn't come up on him there, though. They bought his pass out wide, dummied it, and then he cut in. And what a fantastic reach there for the try. Can he add the extras now?
Rovers hit the front for the first time in the match with 8 minutes left in the first half. Paul Sykes has this conversion lined up 12 metres in from touch. On the wrong side for Sykes, being a left-footed kicker, but much easier than the one he missed earlier. 1 from 2 this afternoon for Sykes. Here comes the kick now. That one's successful. The flags go up. Rovers have a 4-point lead. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 16. And Joe, the key now is get to half-time with that try line intact and with that lead intact.
So that then, we're in the ascendancy. Come on, let's go get another try. Yeah, this is going to be a real thriller. Is that ball going to go out on the full? No, it's a great weighted kick there. Marginet puts the ball into Blackmore, and that's a good first drive to get us just out of our own 10. Ormondroyd now on the field, taking in the second drive of this set. He gets us out onto that 25. That's a 15-metre drive from the young lad. Well done.
And here are Rovers on the charge now. It's Jai Hitchcock shrugging off 2 of players like they were flies. Rovers certainly in the ascendancy now. Matt James on the 40. I was saying Rovers get to half-time with the lead intact. If another score would be very nice indeed. But one thing they don't want to do is to concede another. They are in the Rams half, inside the Rams 40. That's the last tackle, says the referee. And there's a kick from Sykes under pressure. It's a knock on, it's back to one, surely. Rovers, it's Marginet! It's Remy Marginet for Rovers! It was another beauty of a kick from Paul Sykes into the sky. A beauty of a kick from Sykes. Again, the Rams not able to handle the kick. The ball fell to Ian Hardman. He had a 2-man overlap. Found the way to Ian Hardman. Found Remy Martinet out on the wing. And that's his first try for Rovers, I'm sure of it. Dewsbury Rams 12, Featherstone Rovers 20.
Yeah, it's a great kick under some serious pressure there from Anthony Thackeray. Paul Sykes puts in a good high kick and the Rams can't deal with it. They knock the ball on, it comes out to Hardman. Passes it to Marginet, and that was an electric turn of pace from the Frenchman. Blimey. He set off like a whippet there once he got the ball and he was in. There was no stopping him, that's for sure. We followed that up absolutely brilliantly. You know, 2 spectacular tries when we found ourselves down from Sharp And from Sykes, then that one there from Marginet, it's another special one. 5 minutes to go and we've got ourselves comfortably in the lead. We've got a bit of daylight now. This has been a real performance when we've found ourselves behind.
It certainly has. The conversion is hit the upright, so it's only an 8-point lead. But Grover's show, we mentioned it after the Rams' second try, they've shown great characters to hit back. Through those tries from Sharps and Marginet, the character's there for all to see. If Rovers can just tighten up on defence, this match is winnable.
Yeah, definitely. It's another good kickoff there from the Rams, but Ormonroyd takes his first one up very well. Impressed by the young lad. He's come into the side through a couple of injuries and he's been impressive, that's for sure. Got to pay credit to Jai Hitchcock's taking the ball up on that last set as well. He's got his chance in. Here he is again once more with that trademark handoff. He's absolutely fantastic with his right hand. Yeah, he got forced out to the wing a couple of weeks ago, and to me he wasn't as effective because out on that left side he's unable to use this right hand fend he's got. But now he's back at fullback, he can run both ways. He's able to cut from the right side to the left, use that right hand fend, and it's absolutely spectacular some of the yards he makes on the kick return.
Indeed, and that's an outstanding kick from Rovers, holding up just nicely in the field of play. And the Rams trapped in their own 10-metre area at the moment, and if Rovers can keep the discipline here, there's a chance here for more points. 4 minutes left till half-time. Rovers have an 8-point lead by 20 points to 12. They've got the Rams trapped at the minute in their own 20. And there's a kick from their own 30 for the Rams. Hitchcock misses it on the first occasion. It's got 20 metres to run into. A little skip from Hitchcock's, and that's a good chase from the Rams. Rovers will start this set on their own 20. Here's Will Sharp, he's already scored one. Oh, don't envy your choice of man of the match in the second half, Joe. It's been a superb match, this. And Rovers just short of halfway now. And there's another chat down that left-hand side, sorry. Will Sharp with an outrageous offload. Rovers at the minute, Joe, are toying with the Rams, taking that tackle. And it is an hour knock on, so the possession will be turned over. But Joe, you can see the confidence in this Rovers team at the minute, the way they're passing the ball around, and with the offloads, confidence is high at the moment.
Absolutely, how fantastic have the two wingmen been today. They're setting off like rockets down both flanks, literally both flanks as well, as Ben Blackmore spent as much time on that left side as he has here over on the right, but getting that offload again away. Will Sharp showing a bit of class that, yeah, beyond this level, that's for sure.
Here the Rams then, just short of halfway. How they would love a score in the last couple of minutes here. They're up to the 40, that's a good run. Godwin from Acton halfback finds Michael Azu on the charge, sees a gap and is almost through, but was well met by the Rovers defence. 2 minutes left till half-time here at Rams Stadium. Rovers holding an 8-point lead. It's a penalty to the Rams for not clearing the play the ball. And at this stage of the match, Joe, do you take the two?
We'd definitely be thinking about it. As it stands, they're 2 scores away, but they get the gap to 6 points if they take the 2, and that's exactly what they've elected to do. Just over a minute on the clock and 20 metres out. It's a bit of a lottery going for the try, really, especially with some of the fantastic defence Fev have been putting on in the later stage of this half. But yeah, you go into half-time, 1 score away, and it's anybody's game. So for me, the right decision here.
Indeed, it certainly is the right decision. I can't argue with that one. Rovers, I seem to remember last year when they were down here, Joe, they had 2 penalties right on half-time when it was still 0-0, didn't take either, and then ended up losing by a point.
Yeah, it proved costly. Another one as well. I remember in the semi-final where we lost to Batley, there were a couple of instances like that, and John Keir said in his post-match interview, in a close game, any penalty that you get in front of the sticks, that one's a gimme, you've got to take them.
The goal is converted. It's in the last 45 seconds now. It's a 6-point lead here for the Rovers. Dewsbury Rams 14, Featherstone Rovers 20.
For the record, I'm not sure John Keir said you got to take now.
And we've got a fox on the stadium. That's probably got the biggest cheer of the afternoon, the evening, is that one. We've got a fox running the full width of the field. That's probably been the best bit of action of the afternoon.
Aye, can he play centre?
The match is restarted. Rovers have a 6-point lead. 40 minutes is up on the clock, but now in the hands of the timekeeper. So this will be the last set, surely. Here are the Rams. It's Wayne Godwin with the charge. So the Rams then just short of halfway. Godwin with the offload. It's a good step inside from Crooks. He's looked dangerous, and a great tackle from Foster. That's the beauty of a kick. The Rams have come up with it again. They're not going to be over again, surely. But Force, great defence, and Rovers are away! Rovers are away! The pass inside, still going. A slip on halfway. Get that man some more studs. I think we've had the half-time hooter. The referee's not heard it. Here's a kick through. I'm sure I heard the half-time hooter. The controversy reigns here at the big fella. It was still in play. It was Dalton Grant who got the try on the last play. Surely all you've got to do is run the ball dead. Take a tackle, nothing fancy. The ball comes free to the Rams. And a charge down that line for Dalton Grant. With a conversion to follow. We're going to go in at half-time with 40 points on the board. 20 for each side if this gets converted. Joe, what a first half.
Definitely, tries going both ways in equal measure. This conversion goes over, it's 20 points apiece. It's drastically different to the game here last year, but equally as tense, equally as exciting, if not more entertaining with all these tries going in. Two sides meeting each other well. Phases of brilliant defence from both sides. Phases where some of the players have just forgot their heads in moments this first half. The conversion goes over. Short square, 40 minutes gone, 40 points scored, 20 apiece. It's been a belter.
It certainly has been a belter. It started off well for the Rams with a try from Scott Hale after 6 minutes, converted by Tom Hemingway. Rovers hit back straight away after a mistake from the kickoff. Andy Bostock powering over, converted by Sykes. Then Anthony Thackeray went over to give the Rams another lead by 4 points. That again converted by Hemingway. That made it 6 points to 12 to the Rams. Before Will Sharp hit back with a try that wasn't converted down one wing. Paul Sykes then down the other wing for another try that was converted. Remy Marginet got over for a try with 5 minutes left to half-time to stretch the lead out to 8 points. Then 2 tries in the last, a try in the 40th minute for Dalton Grant. 2 penalties either side of that one. What a first half here at Rams Stadium, Joe.
Absolutely, it's been a real thriller to me. This has been the game of the season, Ben, and I can't wait for the players to get back out there and we can have a second half, which I'm sure is going to be equally as thrilling.
And so that is half time here at Rams Stadium. Make sure you don't miss the second half of this one, folks. Dewsbury Rams 20, Featherstone Rovers 20. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the second half here at Rams Stadium. So we've had a breather, we've caught our breath. Joe, if you're Andy Hay in there now, what are you saying to that team?
Lads, you know, you've been showing some fantastic bits of play, both in attack and defence. You've shown a real cutting edge. And, you know, some real exciting bits of play, a bit of flair, which is what we've been missing in these opening games of the season. The question is, can you be more composed in this second half? Because that's what we're lacking, really. We're lacking the ability to really know, you know, let this lad go, let's have another play. Don't give away sloppy penalties. You're lacking the knowledge to say, don't give this pass. Just keep hold of the ball, stick it up our jumpers. You know, we can be more expansive when we're in the attacking third. Ball retention could decide this game in the second half, Ben.
It certainly could. Positive areas for Rovers in the forwards, Andy Bostock scoring the first try. But disappointments in the centres. You mentioned that you disappointed one of the centres in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan Chappell's not had one of his best games, but I suppose every player has one of them. The question is, how do you respond from that? So in this second half, he needs to improve his ball retention and say, you know, I'm just going to make sure I do the simple things right first. I'm going to keep hold of this ball, I'm going to draw me man, I'm going to try and put my wing out on the outside. You know, he does more than, he does that. He makes his tackles, you can't ask more than that.
And positives going forward, Rovers will look very sharp in attack, especially down the two wings.
Definitely, two of the best wingers in the division we've got on our hands here. Will Sharp's up spectacular like he always does down that left flank. And Ben Blackmore, perhaps not had his best of the season so far, but he's having a cracking game tonight. In the halfbacks as well, I mean, Jamie, cameraman, was saying Remy Marginet needs some bigger studs because he still ain't the same ones he did in Pepignon. He's slipping about all over the place in this Yorkshire mud. But Paul Sykes, he's really grown into the player we know he can be. The player he's shown he can be up at Super League level. These last two games, he's taking the ball to the line more, he's making the pass, he's playing with his head up. You know, there was one that went about 15 metres forward, but apart from that, he's had a really bright game.
Certainly have. Paul Sykes is really settling into the systems now and getting to know the systems as having such a big influence on the team, and you can see him directing the team and taking them where he wants them to go.
Definitely, and to an extent, if he doesn't work out at standoff, then I think we'll miss him for his kicking abilities. He's got a good long range kick on him, and definitely you look at the game against Lee and we were lacking some with a boot there. Sam Irwin and Remy Marginet, they do some nice delicate stuff in the opposition 20. Little chips over the top and nice grubbers in behind, but they've not got a good long boot on them like Paul Sykes does. And I couldn't get to the game at Whitehaven last Saturday because now as the Rams come out onto the field, I was touch judging last Saturday, so I got my league fix going to the Lions game, and Jamie Rooney, he had them lads kicking like pros, that's for sure. Every one of them was sending in these long ranges over the top, bombing them high into the air, and looked to have better kicking talents across that 13 than the Rovers do, you think, in some games. So it's important Sykes is able to play down the middle for his abilities with the boots.
As the Rovers come out onto the pitch for the second half, they will get first use of the ball, playing from right to left as you look towards the scoreboard end. Jai Hitchcock's the last man out, he's taking his position at fullback now. Be interesting to see how the early stages of this second half pan out. Rovers will get first use of the ball, we're into the second half here now. Hold on to your hats, folks. If it's anything like the first, it'll be a belter. Dewsbury Rams 20, Featherstone Rovers 20, and here's Ormondroyd with that first drive. Here's Paul Wood now. One fan in the whole stadium shouting forward there. was all about 3 yards backwards, but never mind. Here's Matt James. Rovers then on the 40. Irwin drops that pass off to Matt James again. Here's Wood, Paul Wood gets Rovers on over halfway. It's the last tackle now, Irwin. Finds Sykes. Sykes with another high kick into the floodlights. Irwin, that's a great chase, it's a knock on! And Rovers have got the ball. Joe, that was a superb kick from Sykes. And that mistake, I've got to say, forced by Sam Irwin. And here are Rovers now on the charge. Joe, what a chase by Sam Irwin to force that mistake.
Spectacular kick and a great chase there. Sykes, he puts the short ball into Cordin. Cordin's inches short now as we look to work the ball left. It's Sykes with the ball again. He's behind the girder, so I can't see him, but he's working his way over. He's unable to get the ball free. Agonisingly close here for the Rovers. It's Cordin now at the foot of the ruck. He's looking to find his way over. He's going to be held up here, unfortunately. Rams have done well there to get him on his back. I don't think the pass was on, so he thought, you know what, I'm going to try and plunge over myself. But he nearly did.
We seem to have individual fans around the stadium trying to make the most noise. That's the last tackle, says the referee now. Sykes. He'll take on that line himself. He'll put a drubber through. And Rovers going to force a drop out. Yes, they are. They might not have scored, but what a fantastic set for Rovers at the start of this second half. Rovers forcing the dropout, and if you're not going to score, Joe, that's a perfect way to start it.
Definitely, I don't think we see enough of that. That little dink in behind on the final tackle, it holds up nicely in the in-goal area, and it's a good chase, good defence. We pin him back and we win ourselves the dropout. We've got a repeat set. Keep some time in possession, grind the opposition down, and it's all level. We'll find our way over the line eventually.
Hitchcock takes that drop out and offloads to Jack Ormondroyd. So Rovers then. What a run from Ormondroyd! Pumping those legs with 3 players in front of him. Here's Wood now. Rovers are back in the 20 already. Irwin from that's in half-back. Through the hands it goes. Rovers then attacking down this left-hand side again. Irwin. Matt James. Still going, Matt James. Rovers 3 metres short of that Rams line. Sykes slips. Still able to get up. But the tackle is lost there. Margina, he'll put another crossfield kick to that corner. That one's taken well. And there's the tap restart for the Rams. Rovers, though, that crossfield kick was so successful in the first half, Joe, but the Rams seem to have tightened up on that occasion.
Definitely, it's a good take. Ideally, you want those to be dropping just inches before the line so you don't give away the tap 20. They're holding down. Jack Ormondroyd's penalised, and we relieve the pressure here on the Rams. They're going to get themselves into our half for the first period of pressure in this half.
Been all Rovers in the first 4 minutes of this second half. It's camped on the Rams line. Not able to get over, and now the Rams will have their first possession. They're going to start on the Rovers 30. Thackeray drops it off to Azu, who just manages to hold on. I thought he were going to drop it for a minute. Wayne Godwin waits. He'll come to the right hand side. Thackeray drops that pass off to Scott Hale. Already scored once in the first half. Unlucky not to get over on that occasion. Here's Paul Jackson now playing that ball now. That was a bit of an awful pass to Thackeray. That kick's too deep. So both teams having good attacking opportunities. Neither taken, and now Rovers will restart on the 20, Joe.
Yeah, both sides working themselves downfield well, but neither of them quite on the cutting edge now. Ben Blackmore goes in at acting halfback. He makes the break down the middle of the field. And a spectacular game here, the Huddersfield Giants player, former rather. Penalty given against us though. And the referee takes us a further 10, kicking the ball away. Descent penalty awarded. Not quite sure what we're playing at here. The heads look to have gone. Come on lads, get yourselves together.
Poor discipline there from Rovers. The penalty conceded, I think, for what looked like an arm in the tackle. And then Sam Irwin, I think it was, who said something to the referee. The Rams have a great opportunity now here. Shane Grady, see some interesting restarts on these penalties for the Rams. Here's Hale again. Already scored one in the first half. Dewsbury there trying to go over to Martin half. That's a lost tackle there. Here's Thackeray now. Finds Azu on the charge. What a tackle that was by Jack Ormondroyd. He wanted a knock on as well. And there's the dab through. What's the referee giving here? What's the referee giving here? He's giving the penalty a penalty to the Rams for holding back. Holding off the ball. But what a tackle from Ormondroyd, Joe. A try saver if any was.
Absolutely spectacular there from Ormondroyd. Finds himself one-on-one, inches from the line with Azu, and the issue is you can't take him down the bottom there because he's got to find his way over with the ball, and nobody tries to take Michaele Azu upstairs, but Jack Ormondroyd did gets his arm around the ball. Absolutely fantastic. Limits this to 2 points the Rams are going to take rather than a certain 6 it would have been if Azu went over there. Paul Sykes now in a discussion with the referee. The Rams lining up to take this penalty and take themselves into the lead.
Yes, the Rams looking to get the first points of the half as they did in the first half. Paul Sykes certainly not happy with something there, having a long discussion with the referee. But it will be the Rams taking this penalty. It's going to be Kieran Hyde with this conversion attempt. This should be a formality. And it is, so the Rams retake the lead. Dewsbury Rams 22, Featherstone Rovers 20. Joe, you've got to keep your discipline now. That's all the Rovers up and they've got to keep control.
Yeah, but in every score we've seen in this half, the next passage of play has all been about our team has followed up from that try. Sometimes it's gone to pot and the opposition have quickly scored. Sometimes they've responded well and gone up the other end of the field, kept the momentum. It's a great kick-off from the Rovers. The Rams completely undecided by what to do. The ball goes dead on the bounce and Rovers earn a dropout. Chance to hit back here.
The Rams did it in the first half, a mistake from the kick-off it was. And then they do it again from the penalty. Rovers kick-off. A superb kick-off. It looked like it was going to just bounce centre field into the arms of the Rams. As Paul Wood takes this and he'll return that ball now. Looking for a gap, he takes on the line. But the ball able to bounce dead. Irwin now goes from acting halfback. Cording moves that ball inside to Ormondroyd. Ormondroyd, Joe, is having an absolute belter of a match today.
Certainly is. The young lad's gone off to Australia last season and he's come back like a seasoned pro, really. He's got his chance into the side for injury and it'll take something special to force him out. You think of the Aussies who are coming over, Rennie Maitua and Ryan Belinden, they're going to struggle to get in over this young lad. Irwin now swinging the ball out to the right. It's a cheeky grubber there from Marginet, but the ball's played at. He's wiped the tackle count. What are we playing at there, lads? First tackle, stick it up your jumper. The ball's come clear there to Michaele Azu. And Dewsbury have the ball.
Rovers bomb another opportunity. The referee wiped the tackle count clean. I can only assume that the Rovers players didn't see that happen and still thought it was the last. But a golden opportunity for 6 tackles camped on their line is bombed. And here are the Rams now on the charge. It's Jason Crooks again. He's causing some real damage down that left-hand side. Thackeray with the kick. Will Sharp able to take it. And he will look to return. That's a great return from Will Sharp. It looks like Rovers are going to be making a change any moment. And we're going to see Will Milner. An interesting one as off comes Sam Irwin, Joe.
Yeah, unsure whether Will Milner's going to go in at hooker or whether it's going to be Remy Marginet here. He's spent a couple of games acting halfback for Catalan, and that would mean that we'd see Milner going at the halves. It does appear that's the way it's going to be. And yeah, Sam Irwin going to take a couple of minutes of respite, and then he'll come on for perhaps the final 10, the final 20, and be reinvigorated with that energy and cause this Ram side some real trouble in those closing periods. The ball's high again from Paul Sykes. Cordin was offside, so he couldn't make the tackle, but Alex Foster there comes in and clatters the Rams man. They're just outside of their 20 now and play the ball on the second.
It was a superb take by Dale Morton from that kick. Here's Michael Ezu now. 12 minutes gone in the second half here at the Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 22, Featherstone Rovers 20. It's a kick over the top. Bounces awkward, but Blackmore's able to take that. And that's what you want to see your wingers doing. Returning that ball forward, making 20 metres.
Substitution of Featherstone, leave the field. Matt James is replaced by Andy Bostock.
As Andy Bostock comes back on for Rovers and Matt James goes off. That's just what you want, Andy Bostock coming back on for you now. Had a great first half, did Bostock, scoring the try. And Rovers now on halfway. Through the hands it goes, here's Cording now. That's a 4th tackle, says the referee. Wood, through the hands it goes. Here's the last tackle. Up goes the hand. It's going to be Sykes again. He puts another bomb up. How are the Rams under this one? Oh, it's off. What's the referee going to give here? Giving a penalty to the Rams. A relieving penalty it is, Joe.
Yeah, penalty there for taking in the air. These kicks are causing some real trouble from Paul Sykes, but pressure relieved for the Rams with the penalty. They get themselves out to the 40-metre line there. It's a fantastic kick to touch. The goal start with the ball now. They're in the Rovers half already with that first tackle, but he's met by some good defence. That gets him back into his own half.
Dale Wilson with that first drive there. Here come the Rams. It's Hale, Scott Hale. He's had a superb game for the Rams. We're going to see the return of Jordan Baldwin. So here goes Michael Ezu. Godwin finds Thackeray. Thackeray takes on that line. Here's Jesus. Jesus gone without the ball and Rovers have got the ball back. Now we're going to see the change. It's Jack Ormondroyd coming off. And Joe, what a spell Jack Ormondroyd's had. He's been outstanding.
Definitely, we're so strong in the front row, and then Ben Blackmore makes the break down the middle. Can he get the quick play away? Perhaps holding down there, but Hitchcock's now making the break through the middle. Again, some quick play the ball around the ruck, and he's proving effective. The penalty there, though, it's a turnover. It goes to the Rams. Relieving again with the pressure there. Still holding this 2-point lead, Ben. 25 minutes to go. They've got the ball, and they're coming away with it again.
not playing the ball correctly. That's a massive call from the referee. Another relieving penalty, Joe. And Rovers need to sort this out. It's basic rugby league. When you're playing the ball, it's got to be touch your foot. Rovers, it's a silly penalty to give away what was a great attacking opportunity.
Definitely. Now it's Dewsbury with the ball. They're working it out to this right side. It's Scott Hale with the ball, but they're all tackled by that covering defence. Perhaps moving off the mark there, but no, it's not given, and now they bring it in down the middle again.
Here are the Rams on the Rovers 40, in possession now. Thackeray dancing away, manages to get the ball away. It's knocked out by Bostock. A one-on-one steal, it was knocked down. What's the referee going to say here? He's going to put the scrum down. He's giving it to Rovers. Oh, I have to say, Joe, for me that's controversial. Andy Bostock knocked that down one-on-one. Andy Bostock knocked that one down one-on-one. But the referee's given head and feet to the Rovers.
Yeah, to me, Bozzy pulled at the ball there, but perhaps just pulled at the arm, causing them to release. Oh, Paul Sykes has worked his way free here. It's a fantastic break, but has he got the pace? He works inside to Martinet. And Martinet scores the try for the Rovers. We've got ourselves back in the lead. It's a fantastic break from the scrum by Paul Sykes. Unbelievable scenes we are seeing here tonight.
I'm going to start passing this microphone more often. Every time I give Joe the microphone, Rovers scored a try. A superb break it was from Sykes, from the base of the scrum. Through that line, able to out and then able to get the offload over the top for Remy Marginet, who showed the pace to get over that line. We're coming up to 17 minutes gone in the second half. Rovers retake the lead, and what a match this has been. And not only is Marginet scoring the try, he's taking the conversion as well. I think Sykes probably needs a couple of minutes breather after that break he just made. Oh, what a match we've got here, Joe. I would not. This you cannot call this game, can you?
Definitely has. The lead switching both ways. Constantly, Marginet puts that one between the uprights. Yeah, just under 18 minutes gone in this half. 4 points in it, Ben. This is really a thriller. Make sure you stay tuned to this one, that's for sure. If you're not down here, I don't know why the hell you aren't, because we are seeing some fantastic sides, fantastic bits of play. The halves have got a real understanding with each other on both sides. We've seen some lovely bits of play.
That's been noticeable, been really noticeable for Rovers. As the Rams come up with the ball from the kickoff, it just doesn't get any, it's just ongoing, is this? Here are the Rams now. You think, just take the ball, control your set, surely. Here's Jackson now. The Rams are in the Rovers 10, 5 metres out. Hemingway's back on for the Rams as well. Just strolls into acting halfback, waiting for this now. Moves it to Thackeray. Thackeray behind everybody. Marginet tried to get to it but couldn't. Here's Jackson now. Here are the Rams now. It's Aaron Brown. Ball's come loose. Oh, inches in that one. Joe's very quiet at the side of me. A waste of a kick. A great attacking opportunity, surely. What's the referee going to say here? Who knows where this referee is giving head and feet to the Rams. He says that Rovers must have knocked that on. Joe, these calls are getting more and more baffling to me.
Marty Mouth here, by the looks of it, a knock on there from the grubber kick. I'm not sure what Will Milner was thinking from the kickoff. thinking he was a football player, because there with the outside of the boot, he turns it and tries to cushion the ball. Forward a mile there from Jason Cook, so do my eyes deceive me. Not sure how the touch he's missed that one. Foster comes away with the ball though now, and we work our way up to the 20-metre line. Real heart-in-mouth stuff here.
Oh, dear me. I've not said it for a while. I'm going to say on my word eventually. What a match we are seeing this evening at the Rams Stadium. Rovers currently holding a 4-point lead. We've got 20 minutes left. A penalty for Rovers for a high tackle. Ironic cheers ring out around the stadium from the Rovers fans. What a final 20 minutes we're in for here, Joe, as Rovers get this relieving penalty. Can you call it yet?
No, certainly can't. We've got the ball here on our 40. We're going to kick ourselves into their half. We're going to have a full set. It's important we get over here, get ourselves a bit of daylight, because with 4 points in it, this game could go any way at the moment. Baldwinson there takes the ball in down the middle. It's a good leg drive. Can we get the quick play and work ourselves away?
Here's Andy Bostock on the charge. He's already scored one in the first half, and a cracker of a try it was. Here's Sykes. Spreads it out to Cording. Takes on the line. Marginet waits. Attacked in half-back. He'll take on the line himself and try and pump those legs over. Hitchcock's it was, sorry, I couldn't see the number for the pillar. Now it's Marginet. Wood, Sykes, takes on the line himself. Good defence from the Rams to close Paul Sykes down on that occasion. And there's a dabber through from Will Milner. A Rovers over! Rovers, I think, might be over here. He's given the try. What a kick from Will Milner. I've no idea, Joe, who got that ball down. The fact is, Rovers do stretch that lead out, and how crucial could that score be? Featherstone, Dewsbury Rams 22, Featherstone Rovers 30.
Well, we've got daylight between the sides, and all I know is it wasn't Jai Hitchcock because he stood over here. Other than that, that could have been anyone in that mess of players who finally got the ball down. It's a clever little grubber in behind there from Milner, but here just to the right of the 6 with the conversion now. This will put us 10 points in front. We've already got daylight between the sides for the first time in quite a while, the first time in this half, Ben. And it's a successful conversion there from Marginet. 17 minutes to go, lads. 10 points to lead. 17 huge minutes for the game and the season.
Indeed it is. The try scorer, the stadium announcer says the try scorer for Featherstone Rovers, we think is Ian Hardman. So we'll take that one on his word as Ian Hardman, as Marginet converts unless we hear otherwise. The kick-off's taken. Can Rovers take that one? Yes, they can. Ben Blackmore with the return. Set 16 minutes left here at the Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 22, Featherstone Rovers 32. Heart-stopping stuff here at the Rams Stadium. Here's Bostock now, with an outrageous offload to Marginet. Marginet is again with a break. Oh, he's having an outstanding match. Here goes Baldwinson now. Marginet with the kick over the top for the corner. That's returned. It's going to be returned by the Rams, though. And a good chase from Rovers. 15 minutes left here at the Rams Stadium. 15 massive minutes, and here are the Rams now, trying to work out from their own 20. Take a big effort from Dewsbury to come back into this one. They did it in the first half though, Joe. And even with a 10-point lead, this match is not over.
Certainly isn't. You know, we've seen them come back from 2 scores already in this game. Jai Hitchcock's there misplaced his footing, and instead of starting on the 20-metre line, he's only able to get just short of it with his kick return.
Here's Will Sharp now for Rovers. Just need to keep the composure. Nothing stupid now for Rovers. They have the lead. As Sharp plays the ball to Ben Blackmore. Dancing away. Blackmore gets the offload to Martinet. Martinet's got Cording. Jamie Cording. Oh, he just didn't have the feet, the pace. And the penalty is going to be given, is it, to Rovers? They're going to be over. It's going to go back for 10 metres. What's the referee going to say here? I think there's a bit of a fracas going on. A bit of a kerfuffle going on. Handbags at 10 paces. But Joe, at the moment, Remy Martinet is running the show. An absolutely outstanding performance so far this evening.
Definitely, he's in support of every play, and he's adding a bit of French flair on the edges. He's putting the garlic in this Rovers dish of a performance, and yeah, this is tasty to watch.
Referee has called time off and is in discussion with his touch judge on this near side. Just trying to see what did happen. He's looking round at the Rovers team and he's pulling out somebody. It's Jamie Cording's been pulled out. Just having a word with Jamie Cording. Is now looking for the Rams player. Who's he pulling out of the Rams? In discussion with 2 players then. It's Kieran Hyde from the Rams who has been spoken to. The penalty is given to Rovers for holding down. And they're taking the 2, Joe. After a bit of a fracas, handbags at 6 paces. Take the 2, let's just settle things down again.
Everyone's obsessed with that word now, aren't they? Yeah. We've got to take the lead to 12 points here with this penalty. It's a wise choice, definitely, and you've said for a car, so it would be the Frenchman, Remy Martinet, to take the 2 and put us further into the lead.
12-point lead could end up being crucial in this match with only 13 minutes left on the clock. This will stretch it out to that 12-point lead. The kick is successful, straight as an arrow. Featherstone Rovers 22. Sorry, Dewsbury Rams 22, sorry. Featherstone Rovers 34.
Attendance at the stadium is 1,798. That's
1,798 for a Friday night game. That's not bad, Ben. Dewsbury look forward to the game against the Rovers because we've got a fantastic travelling support. For me, the best travelling support in the division, and we've created a good atmosphere here tonight. Milner there takes the ball successfully this time and puts it in well to Paul Wood. He gets us more than 10 metres out, and here's Baldwinson bringing us out to the 20-metre line. Now on the second tackle.
Touch judge has seen something, I don't know what. I think Kurt Haggerty, I think, left a booting in the tackle, being spoken to by the referee. I have to say, Joe, I've not been convinced by Mr. Turley tonight. Probably not his best performance I've seen from him. The referee signals an elbow. So a relieving penalty for Rovers, and that's a great penalty. Gets Rovers up to halfway.
Yeah, now we find ourselves just inside the Rams half, and that's exactly where we want to be with 10 minutes, but the ball comes loose. What's the decision given? It's a knock on. Marginet spilt the offload, and so his head and feet to the Rams on this halfway line. 10 minutes to go, 2 scores required for the home side. It's doable and anything can happen in this game.
Well, we saw it in the first half, in the last few minutes of the first half, the Rams coming back to level up. If they were to do that again, then there'll be loud noises ringing around Post Office Road of discontent. Here are the Rams now, though. Just outside the Rovers 40. Through the hands it goes. Brown boosts it out wide. The referee's coming over again. What's he seen now?
Kicking out.
Penalty given to Rovers. Kicking out in the tackle. I said it a couple of minutes ago, Joe, and you didn't answer. I don't know if it's diplomatic or not. Warren Turley tonight for me has had an absolute shocker.
He's made some dubious decisions, that's for sure. I wish you'd stop asking me about referees, Ben. I tell you time and time again, it's really starting to do my head in. But yeah, there have been some interesting ones, that's for sure. Some that could have gone either way, but equally it's been a difficult one to ref, and he's made some very important decisions. Rovers are in the lead, so hey, I'm not going to complain.
Here's Jamie Cording now. Sykes with the inside pass to Hitchcock. A grab at the head from Kieran Hyde. What a try that one is! Oh, yes, it's Jamie Cording. What a superb try that was. That is the game set and match now with 10 minutes left. Superb play through the hands it was. Sykes involved. An inside pass it was from Sykes. Rovers on the charge, and Jamie Cording still had a lot of work to do. Able to get that down. 10 minutes left here at Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 22, Featherstone Rovers 38.
Yeah, we've really got the wind in our sails now. We're coming forward with the ball and we're making sure we've got plenty of men in support. You know, we came up against that Lee side, and that was what was so impressive about them. They were making breaks through, and they had 5 men on each shoulder up in support, and when you do that on every half break, you've got a 50-50 chance of scoring. We're getting a 50-50 chance of scoring with every break we make, but a bizarre miss of the conversion there from Remy Marginet. I'd say only 10 metres to the left of the posts, and the ball goes just a shade to the right of them. I tell you what, Paul Sykes must be having a bit of a niggle, because otherwise you'd fancy he'd be taking these conversions. I'm not sure Marginet will be stepping up for the next one.
A short kick-off from the Rams. The Rams have come up with it. It's Nathan Chappell jumping up for it. Didn't take the ball. He looks to be struggling and limping a bit. I saw earlier the kick was being taken. Ben Blackmore getting treatment for cramp. As Matthew Haggerty is replaced by Paul Jackson. A penalty for the Rams. I don't think they'll be taking the 2 this time on half-time. Here are the Rams now, then it's Ryan Hepworth. Another penalty. Taps taken, and here are the Rams again, and that's the first drive. Here's Aaron Brown. Hemingway, is he over? He is. Tom Hemingway's over for the Rams from Acton half. And I'll tell you something, the Rams will say to you, this game is not over yet. Dewsbury Rams 26, Featherstone Rovers 38. Joe, that's poor from Acton half back.
You know, we let Jesse Joe over on the left flank last week at Whitehaven. He managed to find his way over from acting half. Hemingway finds his way over there. Not the kind of try you can be conceded at this level around the ruck. Yeah, he gets that one under the sticks. Dewsbury convert with ease, and 10 points in it, 7 minutes to go. Surely not, you'd like to think, but in this game, who knows? It's still all to play for. Stay tuned.
It certainly is still all to play for. Only 10 points in it, as Joe says. 6.5 minutes. It's an interesting substitution from Rovers. Paul Sykes looks bemused as he's left the field, and Sam Irwin returns. Joe, that's a bit of a strange one for me. Paul Sykes is a big figure for this Rovers side, a big calming influence. To take him off at this stage in this game, that could have an impact.
Perhaps, but you've got to think he must have been struggling with a niggle because he wasn't taking the conversions, of course. Now as the Rams work the ball loose, Thackeray's got the ball. Marginet's unable to come away with it now. Thackeray runs along, but it's a great tackle from Andy Bostock. Normally referred to as a battering ram, but tonight battering rams is his occupation.
That's not a bad joke, that one, I'll give you that. It's a charge down from Nathan Chappell to the kick. The referee's wiped it. The referee's wiped the tackle down, count clean, despite the ball only hitting Nathan Chappell in the face.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's played at that, because surely if he's played at that day, it's a penalty for deliberate use of the head. Anyway, that one bemuses me, and this ball's now worked out to the left-hand side. It's a good tackle there from Baldwinson and Bostock. Not a duo you want to come up against, but a duo we're more than happy to have in that front line.
So Dewsbury Ramsden just short of halfway now, tackles in hand. Thackeray. Oh, that's poor. That is poor. What a break that was from the Rams by Toby Adamson. Thackeray now puts a kick over. Well taken by Rowan. It's going to be a dropout. It's a tap on the 20. Caught in goal. And Will Milner is injured. Oh, this. I'm running out of words for this Jet game. Joe, I don't envy your job now, but can you pick a Rovers man of the match?
I think this one of the match might be decided in the final 5 minutes. The halfbacks have been phenomenal, the pair of them, both Marginet and Paul Sykes. You look at the wingers, Will Sharp with that spectacular try in the first half, try of the season so far for me, and Ben Blackmull's had his best game in the Rovers shirt. The front row spectacular as always, and Jack Ormonroyd shown a real performance, his best performance for the Rovers as well. And people are going to struggle to get in. That tackle looked a little high to me, but Will Sharp was ducking into the challenge. I'd like to give it Remy Marginet just because he can't speak English, so your post-match interview would be very interesting. But I think I'm going to have to get to Ben Blackmore. I was a bit critical of him early in the season, but he's really shown what he can do here tonight. He's taken plenty of work off the forwards. He's made some spectacular breaks. He really sets off a rocket when he wants to.
Ben Blackmore then named as man of the match tonight. I'm not going to argue with that one. Here is Marginet, drops it off to Cording. Came close for a man of the match. He's been outstanding as well as Marginet. Irwin. There's another kick, high kick from Marginet. Rovers chasing it down. That's a good take from Kieran Hyde. Those high kicks tonight show, of course, Dewsbury no end of problems. Time after time after time.
Thought we've got to break out into time after time then, Ben. Yeah, when the ball's put in the air, they're really struggling to cope with, and equal to the kick has been the chase tonight. Plenty of Rovers shirts in and around them, and the pressure there to take it is phenomenal, and yeah, it's a real task for them. We've got ourselves there in numbers to make sure the ball isn't got away there by Jackson. All credit to Sam Irwin being the final man to wrap him up there. They work it to the right here with Thackeray.
As the cheerleaders, songs from the cheerleaders ring out below us, trying to lift the Rams. Here's Thackeray's dink over the top. And it is a knock on. It's the Rovers back in possession. And here come Rovers again. Ben Blackmore again. Outstanding effort from Blackmore. And Matt James comes back on for Rovers. And Andy Bostock goes off. 2.5 minutes left here at Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 28, Featherstone Rovers 38. Here's Spears now. Marginet with a drop goal. No, it's drifted to the side. That would have just pushed it out to 11 points. I think that was more about running the clock down than it was the 1 point, Joe. But drifting just to the side of the upright.
Yeah, the game's gone really now, so you feel that was just to rub salt into the wounds here of the Rams. 10 points in it, the drop goal not really necessary, but you can get away with it when you've had a game like Marginet's had tonight.
Coming up to 90 seconds left here at Rams Stadium. Here's Michael Ezu now. Here go the Rams though. That's a great break from Hemingway. The penalty is given for not being square. Take the two. As the Rams man of the match is just about to be announced. It's Dalton Grant, and who can argue? It's had a great game for the Rams. Capped off with a superb try for him. Here he is again in possession now. See some interesting set plays from these tap restarts for the Rams this evening. Nice to see different things being tried. I think that might have been the hooter, but I'm not sure. Nobody seems to know. Here's Michael Ezu. I do think they need to sort out whoever the timekeeper is here. Michael Ezu not happy with something. He's knocked the ball forward. That's going to be that, Joe. What a match it's been here at the Rams Stadium this evening. It started off an end-to-end first half that culminated in 20 all. It's been non-stop even after the half-time hooter went. The Rams retook the lead on 47 minutes with a penalty for Tom Hemingway. Since then it's been all Rovers. Tries from Marginet Hardman. Marginet converting one and a penalty. Then Cording went over. That stretched it out to 38-22. Hemingway got the last try of the afternoon. Converted by himself again to a 10-point lead. 1,798, so just short of 1,800 for a Friday night match. Oh, take a breath, Joe. What a fantastic match of rugby we've seen tonight.
Absolutely brilliant. You've got to think just shortly with that attendance there. England-Lithuania are playing, of course, tonight, so many people will be sat in front of the box watching that. But yes, the players shake hands now. We've put on a fantastic second half performance there. Shown some real spirit to come against this Dewsbury side. They've been very impressive, but only scored 2 tries in that second half. And we scored plenty coming at them the other way. The halves have been fantastic, the wingers have been fantastic. That front row, yet again, is phenomenal. One of the best in the division, up there with all the other sides. And Jamie Cording as well in the back row. Equally good. Alex Foster continues to impress. You can reel off players who came into their own in that second half. Still some defensive woes, still some areas to improve on, but it's a step in the right direction. Last year we came here to the Tetley Stadium, scoreless at half-time. It was a tense, nervy affair. This one's been a tense, nervy affair as well, but with a couple of tries thrown in as well. It's been a belter.
Rovers strong in the first half. It was a end-to-end first half, a point a minute. Whatever Andy Hayes said at half-time must have worked. Some superb performance. Remy Marginet and Paul Sykes in particular in the house have been outstanding. But also, Joe, the back three tonight. Hitchcock, Sharp, Ben Blackmore, man of the match, superb.
Spectacular, and for me that's the way they work best. We saw Will Sharp's spectacular finishing over there on that left hand side in the first half, doing things other players would find physically impossible. Jai Hitchcock has been able to bring the ball forward, offloading with his right hand. He's not able to do that when he's over on the left flank. So to me, he's a fullback every day of the week. Arguably, he comes in at centre. I'm not sure we'll have to see more of that. Perhaps when James Mendika comes in, things will be different. But yeah, that back three have been phenomenal. Not least Ben Blackmore, man of the match tonight. Been phenomenal all the way through the game, making some spectacular breaks downfield. Real brilliant performance here. Let's see if we can build on it over the Easter period, going into these games against London and Sheffield.
Indeed, a massive double-header coming up over the Easter weekend. Make sure you get yourselves the big fellas for those games. Full time here at the Rams Stadium. Dewsbury Rams 28, Featherstone Rovers 38. And the Dewsbury Rams 28, Featherstone Rovers 38. What a match.
Yeah, I mean, some exciting stuff in there, and probably a few more points than we'd have liked, but I thought the pace of the game was really quick, and even in the first half we didn't finish off our sets as we would have liked, and the penalty count went against us for various reasons, but I thought we played some real good stuff, looked very sharp, and I thought Dewsbury did as well, so it was a tough game and an exciting game to watch.
20 all at half time. You must have been tearing your hair after some point during that first half.
Yeah, disappointed with the two early tries. I thought we did a lot of work to get down their end and look really good, and then made an error, give a penalty away, and they were on our line and scored two sort of simple tries really, which was disappointing. But I thought we stuck together well as a group, and then we scored a couple of points as well, and then just to finish with a try just before half time off our we tried to play expansive, and Blackie threw the ball out and they popped up with it, but 20 all at half time, we knew what we needed to do, and the players knew. They were talking about it before I even got in, and we just need to get a grip of our last play and play a little bit smarter and finish our sets off better, and we'll get the results. And in the second half we did that and came out strong.
An outstanding performance in the second half to score the tries. We did some post and attacking play as well. Some really good stuff. We've freshened them up since Whitehaven, and it was a tough trip, and I think it showed today in our quality of some of our skill and our speed and the way we played, and some real good performances out there. I thought Jack Ormonroyd again off the bench was very good, and Remy and Sykesy looked sharp, and Jai out the back, and we looked good, and a little bit of consistency, and we found a bit of form last week, and we've carried it over into this week. You mentioned just then Remy and Paul Sykes in the halfbacks. They're developing a real good understanding now.
They are, yeah, and also we've Sam Irwin playing well at hooker, and then we pushed Remy into there while Sam has a breather, and he looks really sharp around there as well, and finished a great supporting try off Sykes' break from a scrum, and there's some real good stuff, and the players are putting their hands up, and we've got to fix a little bit up, and a couple of our mistakes and our errors, and if we clean them up and tidy them up, and we're going to be a threat.
Looking ahead, you've got the massive double header coming up on the Easter weekend, starting next Friday against London.
Yeah, it's a big period. This was the first of four we looked at, and we've got the points today, so we've off to a good start, and it gives us more energy and more positivity in the group. And we're a young side, and we're a lot of new players in there, and every little bit of good news we get is fantastic for us. And today's win was great, and it leads us into the London game very nicely. It's not ideal having two home games over Easter for the fans and everything else, but I hope you can come down and support us and come out in numbers for both games. But again, we're looking to be expansive. If we can play like that on a small pitch, just imagine what we can do at Featherstone, and we're looking forward to it. The guys will be ready, and it's a tough period to go into Easter. We're targeting points, and we've got London, Sheffield and then Batley, and they're going to be three tough games.
Just how pleased were you tonight with the performance of the back three? You've got Jai Hitchcock and then Will Sharp and Ben Blackmore in arguably his best game of the season.
Yeah, I thought Blackie was good last week, and today he's come up with a couple of errors, but there's power in his runs, and some of the stuff we've seen tonight is why we brought him in, and if he can be a bit more consistent and show more of that throughout the games, he's going to be great for us during the year. Sharpie as well on the other wing, he's played really tough tonight, and Jai out the back got a couple of bangs and performed really well, and they do look sharp, and when they bring the ball back they are a threat.
Andy, thanks for your time, we'll see you next week.
No worries, thank you.